What is going on, guys? DBG here. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about Season 4, lads. And I'm going to be talking about how it could completely change the direction of my team right now, because that's the way this reads, and it's the way I'm not recording this on stream. This isn't an initial reaction. We're going to be talking about how it can completely change the direction of my team, lads. I'm going to be releasing a video a little bit later talking about some of the downsides of what we've read in Season 4. Some of the things that may not necessarily be the greatest. And also, lads, if you guys do want to ask me any more questions about this, I'm going to be live tonight on Playback TV. So basically, this is a platform where you can kind of watch party games. If you do have a league pass from the game, you can link it with it. Or if you don't necessarily want to even watch the game, you just want to throw it on in the background and I'll answer some questions. Playback.tv/DBG. I will be live tonight, mostly just watching a game while talking about 2K. The usual. So, yeah, basically, lads, Season 4 is going to be an interesting one. First of all, this picture's cool. I wish they kept naming the seasons. Like, I do miss when seasons were named. Like, I miss when... What was this time last year called? I don't even remember what this one was called last year. 22, Season 4. I know... I can name all the other seasons. I can literally name... I can name them all for 2k21. I can't remember what the 2k22 Season 1 was called. Season 2 was like the Michael Jordan one. Season 3 Iced Out. Season 5 Power Within. Season 6 Zero Gravity. Season 7 Return of Heroes. What was it even called? I'm gonna look this one up. What was it called? Hunt for Glory. Oh my god, how did I forget that one? All the packs are called Hunt for Glory. But if you guys are a quick play player, this is actually such a big thing. First of all, it's something that should have been in the game at launch. There are a couple of things that definitely should have been in the game at launch, so I'm not going to go and be like, oh, this is the best thing ever, because this is something that we've been asking for 2.5 years. It is good. The MyTEAM Limited thing. The limited being expanded from one from just on weekend to the entire week. MyTEAM Limited might be like one of my exclusive games that I play, because one of my biggest problems with unlimited games is that they're 5-minute quarters, and I've always said that 5-minute quarter unlimited games are like probably is a big reason. I think the game should be 4-minute quarters anyway. I think that's such a huge thing, and I probably will if the lineup requirements are okay and they let you use a lot of new players. I actually think Limited will probably be my most played game mode after Clutch Time. I don't see myself touching Unlimited next season, to be completely honest. I do see myself playing Limited all week, which would be cool, unless there's some weeks with kind of ass requirements. I'm just kind of done with Unlimited. I'm doing like well in Clutch Time. Like, you guys were watching me earlier, I was winning games of freaking gold, Greg Ostertag. Like, I'm having fun playing this game now. I'm playing the game at my own pace. I'm playing the game the way I want to play the game. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. In terms of the trophy case, so you can see here, it even says begin your collection earning 30 pink diamonds, 6 opals, which means that we're probably going to see a lot of really, really easy centerpieces, or just centerpieces everywhere. And also, you could see this happening. So if you guys saw what there was today, there was a option of a centerpiece or a Hall of Fame badge. I think we're going to see centerpieces for Hall of Fame badge exchange next season. I think we're going to see a centerpiece for a Hall of Fame badge, so that they'll probably end up giving what's looking like it's likely to be a situation. I don't really have my game turned on, but what's looking like it's going to happen is that we're going to see centerpieces still be in the modes, but we're probably going to see through every mode, every 10 wins is probably going to be a centerpiece, which you're probably going to be able to get. Swap for a Hoff badge. You've already completed them. This right here is really important as well. You see here, Amethyst Killian A's Moments card. Like, the card's going to suck. Like, but it's not necessarily the point of the individual cards being good. It is always what it means for the mode. So look, like, Moments of the Month isn't happening. Which is, I think Moments of the Month is a much better alternative to what they were doing right now. I think Moments of the Month is way better than one Moments card a week. I think most people are going to agree with me on that one. But Moments of the Month is also not as good as consistent Moments cards. And I just hope that they do get consistent with moments cards. But the fact they even mentioned moments cards in the blog means that I think this is something that we could see a lot more of. You can see here an Amethyst Killian Hayes moments card, which take place on, like, whatever, it's next week. You score 10 points as Amethyst will receive an evolution to Diamond. So there is potential for this, which I think could be really, really cool. And I don't foresee it happening. But you know, like the rookie game, every one of those cards might get a moments card before the game for just making the game. And then if they complete a certain thing in the game, they can get moments cards. Or even like for All-Star, maybe you don't have to go and give, in terms of All-Star moments, I don't know, you don't have to give LeBron a card. But maybe you do. Maybe you give, like, maybe LeBron already gets a 97 overall in packs, or a 97 overall in packs, and then you go and release a 95 overall LeBron All-Star moments card, who evos up to a pink diamond if he wins MVP, or you give us 95 overall as like LeBron, Steph, and those guys, when we already have 97 overalls in them, and then whoever gets All-Star MVP evos to a 97, which would be like a really cool concept if they go and give them all opals early in the season. I don't think it's going to happen like that, but it does give the potential for 2K to do something like that, which I think could be a really, really cool concept. So, this right here is the biggest thing. So you guys can see here, where is it? Earn 10 takeover cards, dropping each weekday from agendas, challenges, and locker codes. So we are going to be getting free locker code cards again. Just free random cards. So you're going to be seeing agendas. It's not going to be everything. There's going to be different. It says here, each player will have a unique way to be added. So we're not going to see like what we saw in Season 4. We're not going to see like just a bunch of random ass cards. Or not random cards. We're not just going to see an agenda, one thing in agendas, and you just complete all these challenges to get the cards. We're not going to see that. But what we are going to see now is we are going to see like a lot more different ways. So it says every one of them is going to be unique. So some of them are going to be completing a bunch of agendas. One of them might be they're going to be different types of agendas. Some of them will be probably in takeover challenges, where you have to go into the takeover part and complete a bunch of things for them. Some of them are probably going to be available in game modes with 5 games of X mode to get the card. Some of them are going to be locker codes. What I think is that, and you can see some of them are going to be in skill challenges as well. So there's going to be a lot of challenges to get these cards. I like that. I like it. Not everything has to be done the same way, and I think that can be cool. It says each a unique way. I reckon it's probably going to be 3 or 4 codes. There's going to be probably 3 or 4 challenges in the majority through agendas, because it's the most way they can do it unique. It's most ways they can make it unique. And the good thing is they say skill challenges, which means once you complete the challenge, you don't need to finish the game, which is going to be huge. I really, really like this concept. First of all, and a really good thing about getting, we lock in, the first takeover card is going to be Sean Marion, which I don't mind. Like, I don't mind. It's going to be a pink diamond. I think they're going to be a whole bunch of different tiers, these 15 cards. I don't see any of them before. Opal E being a Galaxy Opal. Marion's probably going to be the highest. I think maybe the Tuesday and Friday was just going to be normal Tuesday and Friday agendas. But it's cool. It says you can earn him after wins the most, but also from agenda groups. So they're still going to be an RNG. There's still going to be RNG cards. And also, if you get a pink diamond RNG card, you can just put it in for a Hoff badge, which means they're not as worthless as they had been previously. But you can see here, second. You can see here from this right here, you need 5 event cards and use your skills in a different way. Choose to whether you choose to beat the competition in full lineup games in unlimited domination or compete in single player triple threat games. How you earn 4 of these event cards will be up to you, and how you complete in MyTEAM. So they're gonna be something like score 100 points, score 200 points, score 300 points. It's gonna be things like that to get these event cards. And to get that, you get a freaking beast of a card. As Ty would call him, you get Yi Yalen. You get Yi Yalen. I can't wait for a year of Yi Yalen, because he's going to be a beast. But anyway, jianlian. is going to be a freaking god tier card. 7-footers appear most. Yeah, like the guy's got a great release. The guy's really freaking good in game. And the best part about this is you can see here, first of 3 2-week events. So the seasons don't necessarily matter too much anymore. Everything's going to be a sub-season. So if you don't like a specific event, if you don't like if you don't like specific cards, the longest you have to wait before you're going to get a new free card that you might want to grind for is 3 days. A Saturday to or Friday to a Monday. That's the longest you're going to have to wait for a free card that you might be able want to use. Other than that, if you think a card is ass on a Monday, cool, you get a card on a Tuesday. And then if you don't necessarily like the whole Lunar New Year set, you're looking at players who are born years at Rabbit, which I'll look it up. I'll make another video of that to see, who it could be. If it is if you don't like the Lunar New Year set, cool, we're getting a new event in 2 weeks' time. And that is a good thing. And that, it is the way that I feel is most beneficial for the game mode in terms of how it's run. There are definitely flaws, and I will talk about that later. From what I've read, I will make another video. I want to be, for this one video, I want to be exclusively positive rather than giving the whole completely, there's we can talk about moments cards, we can talk about no rewards in games, we can talk about all that stuff. But I personally believe the best way to retain the player base of my team is consistent small grinds on the way to a bigger grind. So every one of these cards is going to be a small grind for a daily card on the way to the big main prize, which is jianlian. You're getting a whole bunch of smaller things for logging every single day, eventually culminating in a jianlian card. And then right the next Monday, 3 days after you get jianlian, you can start again with a consistent small grind. And the fact that they're starting the grinds of pink diamonds means that you're probably going to be getting pink diamonds, amethyst. You're going to be throwing so many usable cards. Because even if we look at the collection from last year, last season, if we look at the season 3 collection, not every one of these cards were great. They weren't. But that's the beauty of being thrown daily content. You don't like Bradley Beal, which a lot of people didn't. Okay, the next day after Bradley Beal was I think it was Triple J. Yeah, it was Jaren Jackson Jr. You didn't like Beal, you got Jaren Jackson Jr. People weren't a fan of Stockton, he's too small. Okay, cool, you got Beal. You didn't like Jaren Jackson Jr. You wanted a sniper. Okay, cool, you got a sniper. And then you got a guy like Glenn Rice. You weren't a fan of James Harden, which I wasn't. I really wasn't a fan of Harden. Cool, the next day we get Michael Cooper. And that's the beauty of these consistent grinds, is that there's always a reason to just keep going on to the game. Whether you're playing catch-up or whatever, there's always a reason to play the game. And if there's a reason to log into this game daily, or even if there's a reason on a weekend, you're like, oh, I'm not too far. I'm a reasonable amount of time away from getting an jianlian card. And there's a whole bunch of other cards I can get. Oh, cool, let me just go and get these cards in my spare time. Especially because you can see with the event cards, it says get them how you want, which means there's going to be a lot of ways. There's going to be locker codes. And considering the fact that a season 3 set had 6 pink diamonds of the 15, what I would expect is probably seeing 3 pink diamonds on the way to getting, on the way to getting E. And it's probably 3 pink diamonds in these sets. As well as that, we're highly likely to see like a pink diamond locker code every week. Pink diamond or diamond locker code every 2 weeks. We're getting at least one of them. Because again, it does say locker codes. So we're going to actually be getting locker codes. I know you guys will be like, oh, but we want locker codes for players in packs. But like, no, what? Like this is where I'm like, people will complain for no reason with things like that. Do I like locker codes for players in packs? Sure. But the most hype locker code we've seen in the last 2 years was this code right here. Like, people don't remember that this has been the most hype locker code over the last 2 years, and the card sucked. For Kyrie Irving on All-Star Weekend as a locker code. That was like one of the most hype locker codes we had ever seen. And we're going to get cards of that caliber. First of all, he came out in Season 4. So there's potential we get a Galaxy Opal locker code in Season 4. And like, if you played this game on All-Star Weekend, every single game you came up against was a new player running Kyrie Irving. It was nuts. And you're probably going to start to see pink diamonds of a lot of players. And I reckon when this event happens, You see the way this is a 97 overall card, and even him being a 97 overall card, I think we start to see by the end of this season, because we know we're getting Dark Matters in packs by the end of this season. We know that we are getting, what's his name? We're getting whoever the All-Star Weekend packs are, because that's always going to happen. We're probably going to get a free Galaxy Opal locker code. Whoever this is probably for the last week of the season is probably going to go and be like an All-Star level player, an All-Star Weekend level player, which could be cool. Which would be really, really cool. Like All-Star or a Dark Matter or at least a 98 overall, whoever the last one is. So I'm really, really excited about my team. And I'm most excited about it because what I feel is, if you guys look at anything in terms of trends, like the one thing that brought players into the game to play in the game mode, if you guys are looking at what type of players you're playing against, a lot of guys are using a lot of these pink diamonds. Like, it is not uncommon to play against a guy running John Stockton, Michael Red, or John Stockton, Bradley Beal, which is a bigger name, Glenn Rice / Michael Red, Jaren Jackson Jr., and that player. That is not an uncommon lineup to face in my team. It's really not. And especially like Bradley Beal, who is 300 points, maybe the most common of all these. It's not uncommon even today to face 5 of these players. Locker codes, short agenda grinds, and those type of stuff are what brings in the players into the game. And I fully understand it from a competitive standpoint. You're like, none of these cards will run for me. But at the end of the day, my team... competitive my team is 100 people in a community that, when done right, is 1 million people. When 2K do right by my team and get players playing the game, there are millions of people playing this game. Worst case scenario, hundreds of thousands. When 2K do things too much to focus on competitive players, and even still for competitive players, you just got this set. You got the Plumbers set. Like, if you guys are really, really wanting to get all these gas sigs and everything, you've got the Plumbers set. So, like, why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? Like, you're acting like I'm not out here going into clutch time online with my Plumbers and winning games. I'm one loss off a centerpiece. I went 5-0 on stream today. Only scoring basically with Greg Ostertag. Like, he's got your Plumbers. He's got your Plumbers. Now let the casual players get their cool rewards. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll make a negative video later because this is not all entirely positive. But overall, the most important thing for me and my team, which is short, attainable grinds on the way to as smaller stepping stones towards bigger grinds, is the main thing that has been accomplished with this season, from what we've seen, and I can't be mad. I can't be mad because everything else for me is just secondary. There are definitely flaws. The moments cards especially need to do moments cards right, but I think it's a real step in the right direction.